Mike Macdonald removes history from the walls of the Seahawks training facility, aka Picturegate. Welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Sports Show, where we love Seattle pro sports. I'm your host, Mikey, and today we are here to talk about a very hot topic. It was brought up on the Rich Eisen show. It's brought up on Pat McAfee's show. It's just something that a lot of national sports shows are bringing up. And this was because Leonard Williams talked about it in a recent press conference. He talked about Mike Macdonald removing pictures from the wall of the Pete Carroll era. Okay, and so the national sports media has taken off with this, basically saying like, oh, Mike Macdonald, what is he doing? Why does he feel the need that he's got to remove history and tear everything down and remove any semblance of the previous regime? That just seems crazy that you're that threatened by it. But I do not think that is the case at all. I do not think that is what is happening at all. I think they're overreacting. They don't really know the situation, and it was cleared up by John Schneider when he was on Bob and Wyman's show on 710 ESPN, and he basically said, they removed pictures from that hallway. Nothing else was brought down. If you go all throughout the rest of the facility, everything is still going to be there. There's one specific hallway that had, and it was right outside of the meeting room. And you'll notice that Leonard Williams pointed that out as well. That Mike Macdonald said, hey, did you guys notice that, when you came in here, those walls out there, they're bare, they're empty. Whereas before, there was murals and banners and pictures hanging of all these iconic moments from the Pete Carroll era and that LOB team, right? So he didn't remove everything from the building. He didn't tear everything down and say we can't have any of the previous history here. He removed it from that specific hallway, and he told the players that this is it's now your time to go fill that wall with your moments. And I think the only thing that matters is that that message has seemed to resonate with the players. Okay, because that's what matters the most. The current players on this team, we want to win another championship, and if that gives them motivation, then that's fantastic. Yes, please use that. I think where people are freaking out is the misinterpretation of what's happening. I think people are interpreting it as, Mike Macdonald, there's too much pressure to have to live up to the previous regime, so he had to remove it all down. Or, there's too much pressure on the players to have to live up to what the best players of this franchise were. And to me, I don't think that's what it is at all. I think it is Mike Macdonald saying, see that hall that had all the pictures of these great iconic moments from this franchise? That hall is now empty. It is now your turn to go fill up that hall. At least if that were me, if I was Mike Macdonald, That's how I would say it. Again, I wasn't there. I wasn't in the room, so I don't know how he pitched it. But basically, we know this happened at a team meeting. So this is how I would have done it. All the players would have come in, they sat down, and I would have said, "Welcome in, everybody. Hey, I wanted you to notice something when you came into the hallway, when you came into the meeting room here today. Did you notice? Did you look out there? Did you notice that all the walls in the hallway are bare now? There's no more of those iconic pictures. We will have those iconic moments throughout the rest of the building. However, we want new iconic moments in this hallway now. That was the previous era. That was the previous regime. We want in this hallway for this team, we want pick iconic moments for now, for this team, for this regime. So, Leonard Williams, go out there, make your iconic moment so we can hang something up on the banner there or on the wall out there. K9, we used to have that Beastquake picture up there. It's time for you to make your moment to get hung up in the hallway out there. Witherspoon, we had the tip out there. We had Cam Chancellor punching out a ball out there. We had Earl Thomas punching out a ball right before a touchdown out there. It's time for you to make your moments and get your picture hung up out in that hallway. Okay, that's basically the gist of how I would have given that message. It wouldn't be like, oh, guys, I know it was like so much pressure to have to live up to this other team, so we took them down for you because, we know how taxing it was mentally for you. No, I don't think that's how that went at all. I think people who are interpreting that way, I think they got it all wrong, just based on what a couple of players have said about the moment and how the moment worked on them. I would imagine what I just said was more how that message was delivered. It wasn't delivered as, oh, hey guys, we think you're mentally weak, so we have to remove everything from here so you're not thinking about it. I think it's a motivation tool to say, yeah, guess what? Throughout the rest of the building, you're going to see those iconic moments. But when you walk down this hallway to come to this meeting room, there won't be any pictures up there until you make something happen that is worthy of putting pictures up there. So I think that's how that went. You can let me know if you think it differently, but I think basically the national media got this all wrong. I don't think it even really matters because as far as we can tell, from what the players said about it, it seems to, even if it wasn't delivered how I said, however it was delivered, it seems to have resonated, and it seems that the players are motivated and excited about the upcoming season, and that's what matters most. But let me know what you think in the comments, and while you're here, please subscribe, hit that like button. If you're on a podcast version, subscribe, follow. Leave a 5-star rating and a written review because that helps the show grow. And yeah, again, just really give me all the comments about this whole situation and what you think about it. I want to know, do you think this was done with like malintent of like, oh, they got to erase the Pete Carroll era? Or do you think it's more like what I said where, they're trying to motivate the players to come up with their own moments and, be the next team that gets worthy of getting pictures put up in the hallway. All right. Well, that's the end of this episode. So thanks for listening to the Seattle Sports Show where we watch legends awaken. So take cover because with the Sea of Sound, you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.